Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring the entire Nelson family. Here's Ozzie. Here's Harriet. Here's David. And here's Rick. And also starring in tonight's episode, here's June. Tonight's Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet is brought to you by your gas company, with pipeline companies and gas appliance and equipment manufacturers who help you and your family live modern for less with gas.
That's what we do at our house.
100,000 people here, but more install gas heat every month, far more than any other time. Jinx, why is gas so popular?
Gas heat is simply more comfortable to live with. Let's visit a gas-heated home and find out why. You need these clothes indoors with some heating systems. Some cost so much to run the whole house can't be kept warm. But with gas heat, you can afford fresh air warmth circulated evenly to every room. And your family stays comfortable even in the worst weather with dependable, clean gas heat. And whole house gas cooling can be inexpensively added on to your gas heating system if planned for. More comfortable, clean, dependable, adaptable to air conditioning. Yet gas heat is more economical too. Get the facts. You and your family can live modern for less with gas.
Sure is a good dinner, Mom.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it sure is. Why, I forgot what a good cook you are.
Well, thank you both. I wish you'd come over more often.
Yeah, me too. I could stand a few more good meals like this.
Watch it, Bud. Oh, say, Junie, before I forget, there's a wonderful sale at the Emporium tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Harriet, I was only kidding.
No, relax, dear. I was going to tell her about it anyway. Would you like to have lunch with me and go over there?
Oh, gee, I'd love to, Mom, but I think I'm starting a job tomorrow.
You mean a job in an office?
Uh-huh. It's just for a couple of weeks. But I know the boss pretty well, and he's very fond of me. At least he claims to be. He's always putting his arms around me and kissing me.
My secretary's going on a vacation for a couple of weeks and June wants to take over.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Well, the kissing part is, but I'm not so sure about her working down at the office.
Well, I don't see why.
Why don't we talk about it later when we get home?
He doesn't think I'm intelligent enough to handle the job.
Now, wait a second. I didn't say that.
Well, then you'll let me do it?
Look, honey.
You see?
Intelligence and experience are two different things. There's a lot of work to be done, and things get pretty complicated down at the law office.
And you don't think I could handle it?
Well, let's put it this way.
You don't?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, you didn't say anything. That's just like saying you don't.
Well, it's just that there'll be a lot of legal papers to type up and shorthand to take. You might be out of practice.
Are you kidding? I can type just as well as I ever did.
That's what I'm afraid of.
What do you mean? I worked there before.
Hey, that's right. That's where you two met, wasn't it?
Sure.
Look, this may come as quite a surprise, but it wasn't your typing I fell in love with.
Well, it's the first job I ever had. Naturally, I was a little nervous.
Yeah, you sure were. I never will forget that first morning you came into the office.
Hi, Dave.
Oh, hi.
Gee, I hope I'm on time.
Oh, you're right on time. May I take your sweater for you?
Oh, thank you. Oh, it certainly is a nice office.
Oh, it's very comfortable. That's Mr. Kelly's office in there. He's not in yet. And this will be your desk here. It's Miss Edwards' desk. She's our regular secretary. Let's see. This is the telephone here, and this is the typewriter, and the water cooler is over there.
Dave, I certainly appreciate this chance.
Oh, that's okay. Say, I didn't get much time to talk to you yesterday. I hope you don't mind if I ask you a few questions.
Oh, no, not at all.
Of course, you realize that typing legal documents is very...
Exacting?
Yes, exacting. Have you worked in a law office before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, but you have done some secretarial work.
Well, no, not actually.
But you can type.
Oh, yes, I always type my homework and all my school papers and stuff like that.
Oh, good.
Now I remember why you were so nervous. You were completely unprepared.
Well, I was not. Besides, you have to start someplace. As I remember, you weren't much help pacing up and down the office, and every time I looked up, you were looking at me.
Well, I was suffering along with you, and with every word you typed. And to make matters worse, Mr. Kelly came out and dictated a letter to her. I was sure we were both going to get fired.
Did you get that letter all right?
Oh, I'm sure I got everything.
Oh, good. Sometimes he talks pretty fast. I forgot to ask you if you could take shorthand.
Oh, I don't actually take shorthand, but I write pretty fast, and I have kind of a system of my own.
Oh, well, as long as you got everything.
Oh, I'm sure I did. Who's this Mr. McCann?
That's Mr. McLean.
Oh. Well, you have to admit one thing. I erased very neatly. And I got the work done eventually, and I did a very good job.
Yes, I know.
Then you'll hire me?
Well, we'll talk about it later when we get home.
That's a chicken way out if I ever heard one. Come on, Mom, I'll help you with the dishes.
Well, you mean we're not going to find out how this turns out?
Well, I'll phone you tomorrow from the office and let you know.
Well, congratulations, Dave. You've just lost another argument.
You know something? I never had a chance. But just to keep things interesting, I may struggle just a little longer.
I do a lot of typing. I type recipes and letters and well, lots of things.
Oh, I believe you.
Well, where's the typewriter? I'll show you.
Where's the typewriter? You mean you've been doing all this typing without a typewriter?
Come on, Dave, don't change the subject.
I'm not changing the subject. Besides, it's not so much a question of whether you can do the work or not.
Well, why don't you let me try?
Well, I just don't think it's a good idea. I have my work to do at the office, and you have a lot of things to do at home here.
Okay, well, just forget it for now. Why don't you sit down here and relax?
Oh, thank you.
Read the paper and just get nice and comfortable. You know, you have very nice ears.
Thank you.
I like your eyes, too. I really like your mouth. Let me see your mouth again. Yes, it's a very nice mouth.
Well, I'm sure glad you're not trying to get a job someplace else.
You mean I'm hired?
Are you kidding? I didn't have a chance, and you know it.
Well, you'll never regret this decision, sir.
Wait a second. The interview isn't over yet.
Well, I gotta get the typewriter so I can practice my typing, and I gotta find the shorthand book, and I gotta get my clothes together for the office.
You don't have to worry about these. Dave will probably ask about them a few times, but they can wait until I get back.
Glad to hear that.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, these letters better go out today.
Letters?
Oh, they're already typed. All you have to do is have Dave sign them, put them in the envelopes, put stamps on them, and drop them in the mail.
Oh, that sounds easy enough.
Now, this is Dave's appointment book. Be sure to look through it every day and remind Dave of all his appointments. I usually remind him twice, the night before and the day of the appointment. Am I confusing you with all these details?
Oh, no, not at all. See if I've got everything straight. Now, this is the desk, and this is the typewriter, and this is the waistcoat. And I'm sure I'll be using it a lot.
You'll do fine.
Oh, I hope so. At least I'm going to try hard. Oh, but don't you worry. You have a real good time.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, and drop me a card and let me know how the skiing is.
Okay. And don't be too nice to David while I'm gone. I don't want him spoiled by the time I get back.
I'll remember.
Everything arranged?
Yeah, I was just giving June a few last-minute tips on how to get along with the boss.
Oh, well, don't let me interrupt.
Oh, one more thing. If he comes in grouchy, walks right by you and into his office without saying hello, means he's either lost a case or had a fight with his wife.
Either way, just ignore me. Well, have a good time. Forget about the office, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay, thanks. And good luck, you two.
Thanks.
Bye, Connie. Well, here we are. What do you want me to do first, honey?
Well, first, maybe you better be careful about calling me honey. This is supposed to be a dignified law office.
Oh. Okay, boss.
Yeah, that's better. Did Connie give you Mrs. Wilson's briefs?
Her what?
Briefs on the Wilson case, the legal papers.
Oh. Oh, yes, they're right over here.
Thanks. Incidentally, you look very pretty this morning.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You're the nicest boss I've ever had.
Oh.
This is a very dignified law office.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Mr. Kemp. This is my temporary secretary. She's taking my wife's place. That is, my wife is taking my secretary's place. This is my wife.
How do you do?
Hello.
How you doing, Mrs. Nelson?
Oh, fine, thanks.
I just wanted to tell you what a beautiful job you did typing these letters.
Well, thank you. What letters?
These, the ones you put on my desk.
Oh, Connie typed those.
Oh. Oh, well, in that case, let me congratulate you on your honesty, Mrs. Nelson.
Well, thank you, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, and don't you think it might be better if we dispense with the formality?
Yeah, it does sound kind of strange.
Why don't I just call you June?
Okay.
And you can call me Mr. Nelson.
Yes. Oh, good morning. May I help you?
Yes. I'm Susie Logan. I have an appointment with Mr. Nelson.
You do? Oh, yes, you do. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Mr. Nelson?
Yes?
Miss Logan is here to see you.
Oh, okay, I'll be right out.
He'll be right with you.
Thank you. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it?
Morning.
Hi, Dave.
Won't you come in?
Yes, thank you.
I'll be right with you. Gee, I'm sorry, honey. I guess I should have introduced you. She's just a client.
Oh, what's she guilty of?
Oh, she's not guilty of anything.
Not yet.
I'm just doing some legal work for her. I'm going over some contracts. It's customary to close the door.
Oh, well, you don't have to explain.
Oh, okay. I'll be in here if you need me for anything. Would you get the contracts marked Logan? I had the wrong ones on my desk.
Oh, they're right here. They're right here. Don't you want me to bring them in to you?
No, that's okay. That's it right there. Thanks.
Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Nelson, but here's something I thought you should be reminded of.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Have you ever wished you could replace your old range with one of the new built-ins without having to remodel your kitchen? Jinx, what's the answer?
Gas has the answer with a range that gives you the convenience of a built-in and just slides in place, and it's only 30 inches wide. It's the new style that's made such a hit with the eye-level oven, and it has the true keep-warm oven control, exclusive with gas, that lets you hold meals ready to serve for hours. Nothing has been skimped. You get the gas burner with the brain that automatically turns itself down, always keeping proper cooking temperatures so food won't scorch or boil over. You get every one of the dozens of quality features that earn this range the Gold Star Award, and you get them in compact size in the latest high-fashion style. Ask to see the beautiful Roper Charm gas range at your dealers or gas company. You'll live modern for less with gas.
June? June? You'll just have to wait, Mac. There's nobody here right now.
Well, this is my office.
We've been waiting for somebody to show up. Will you sign for this filing cabinet, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Your secretary said he couldn't sign for it.
I'm not the secretary. I just came to fix the typewriter.
Would you mind signing for this, please?
Oh, okay. What is it?
Stationery.
What do you want, this filing cabinet?
Gee, I really don't know. Why don't you put it in that little room over there? Here you are.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Harry.
Well, hello, Dave.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
You just take your time. I'm beginning to enjoy this.
I'll be right with you. Where's my wife?
Don't ask me. I got troubles enough with my own wife.
No, my wife is my secretary. Wasn't she here when you got here?
Oh, girl with kind of reddish brown hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was here. She went out someplace. She asked me to answer the phone for her.
Oh. Did she say where she was going?
No, she said she'd be right back. That was about 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
I'm from Judge Willoughby's office. Will you sign for these, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Hello, who is it?
I'll take it.
Hello? They hung up. Well, look, I better be going. I'll leave you in charge if you don't mind.
Thanks for answering the phone.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Harry.
That's okay, Dave.
Oh, hi. The boss just came in.
Well, thanks. Did you get the typewriter fixed?
There was nothing wrong with it. You just forgot to turn it on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, thanks for watching the phone.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll be right with you, Harry. Where have you been?
I just went down to the market. We didn't have anything in the house for dinner.
We should have stayed in the office.
We have to eat, you know. Besides, it was very quiet when I left.
Oh, when I got here, it was like a madhouse.
It doesn't seem too bad to me. No wonder your secretary needed a vacation. Boy, you sure are a grouch.
Look, I'm just trying to impress you with the fact that this is a business office.
Well, you keep that up and I'm going to cry.
Well, control yourself, will you? I got a client in the other office.
Well, is that the only reason you don't want me to cry?
Oh, of course not. Look, honey, we'll talk about it later. Now, stop worrying. Everything's fine. Gee, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Harry.
That's okay. Oh, gee, thanks, Dave, but I've already had lunch.
Excuse me for a minute. June? Oh, no. June?
I'm in here.
What are you doing in there?
I was looking for the refrigerator.
We don't have a refrigerator.
You don't? Well, what kind of office is this?
It's a law office. Why do you need a refrigerator?
Oh. Well, what am I going to do with the ice cream and all this frozen food?
I don't know. Well, why don't you take it home?
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
It's getting pretty late. You might as well stay there.
Well, what about all the work here at the office? I know. I can take it with me and do it at home.
Oh, okay. You sure you can handle all this?
Sure. Oh, could I take the car? You could take the bus.
No, okay, that'll be fine. Is this what you need?
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Okay. Hello? No, it isn't. You must have the wrong number.
We came back for the filing cabinet. We were supposed to deliver that next door.
Oh, okay. It's right in the room where you left it.
Why'd you sign for it?
Hello? Hello? Yes, it is.
Dave, you're a little busy. I'll come back later.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be right with you. Yes, Judge. Yes, sir?
I forgot to kiss you goodbye.
How you doing?
Pretty good. That is, I was doing pretty good till you asked.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I'll just fix it out. How do you spell affidavit?
A-F-F-I-D-A-V...
Wait, you're going too fast.
D-A-V-I-T.
Thanks. How are you coming?
Oh, pretty good. Dinner will be ready in a few minutes.
Dave?
Yeah?
I'm sorry I goofed everything up today.
That's okay, honey. I did fine.
Did you look at the stuff I typed tonight?
Yeah, looked okay.
Are you sure?
Stop worrying, will you, and go to sleep. We got a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
Dave?
Yeah?
I'm sorry you had to cook dinner tonight.
That's okay. I'm sorry you had to eat it.
Oh, it's good. I liked it. I like my hamburgers dry like that.
Oh, thanks anyway.
Are you sure the stuff I typed was all right?
Yeah, I told you. At least I couldn't find any mistakes.
I bet you're just saying that. I'm afraid I'm not a very efficient secretary.
You did fine. I'll say this, you're the friendliest secretary I've ever known.
Hello, Mr. Jackson? This is Mr. Nelson's secretary. We have the writ of habeas corpus in the McCann litigation, but it's our contention that this is a case of res ipsa loquitur.
June, what are you doing? Who are you talking to?
Mr. Jackson.
Mr. Jackson?
Of Jackson, Sheldon, and Jackson.
Hello, Mr. Jackson? Hello? Well, there's nobody on the line.
Well, of course not. I wasn't really talking to Mr. Jackson. I was just practicing.
Don't do that to me. You scared me to death. What's the matter? I mean, you got anything else to do?
No, I did it all last night, so there's nothing to do this morning. This is really an easy job, you know. If you ask me, Miss Edwards is stealing the money.
Well, did you get the mail?
The mail?
Yeah, it's right over here. The mailman delivers it here every morning.
Oh, well, he must have brought it while you were out and I was in polishing your desk.
Well, honey, don't do that kind of stuff. The janitor will take care of that.
Oh, I didn't just polish your desk. I threw out all the old paper clips and broken pencils and papers.
You didn't throw any of them away, did you? I mean, the papers.
Well, of course not. I put them in the file.
Oh.
Did I do something wrong?
Well, no, it's just that I spent about an hour yesterday afternoon getting them out of the files.
Well, it's your fault for being so messy. I can understand that you're not that messy at home.
Well, we're not at home. Now, come on, help me get the stuff back out of the files. And from now on, will you leave the papers on my desk alone?
Gee, you sure are bossy.
Well, I'm the boss.
And you're also my husband.
Look, honey, you're just gonna have to forget we're married.
David.
I mean, while we're down here at the office. This is really unfair to you. Why don't we just hire a secretary until Miss Edwards gets back?
Oh, no, you don't. If she can stand working for a tyrant, so can I.
Would you take a letter, please?
Yes, sir. Ready?
To Mrs. June Nelson. I love you.
Oh, David. What's the matter?
I was sure somebody was going to walk in.
Oh, by the way, I was supposed to remind you. It's marked very important. Judge Willoughby is expecting you at his office at... Oh, dear. Maybe you better kiss me again. Sure was nice of you to have us over for dinner again, Mom.
Well, I thought it might help out a little bit.
Oh, it sure did.
No, I think she's getting a little tired of my cooking.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I thought those steaks you cooked last night were burnt to a T.
Thanks a lot.
June says they got a card from Connie today. You know Dave's secretary?
Oh, well, good. How's the skiing?
Oh, she said it'd be great if they had some snow.
Well, at least you won't break a leg.
Oh, well, now there's a happy thought.
Oh, I'd offer to help you with those, Mom, but I'm so full I can't get off this sofa.
No, you stay right there.
I'll give you a hand.
Well, how are things going down at the office?
Well, I'd hate to let Dave know it, but I think I made a big mistake.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I wish I knew some way to get out of it.
You mean and still save face? Well, I'd offer to help you, but I'm afraid my typing is a little rusty.
Oh, that's okay, Dad. I think you'd look kind of silly sitting on David's lap anyway.
She's really trying hard, but it just isn't working out at all.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I wish I could figure out some way of letting her go without hurting her feelings.
Hey, there isn't any chance of your secretary coming back a little bit early, is there?
Well, she's supposed to be on a 2-week vacation.
Oh, of course, you could always make it up to her later on.
Yeah, and she can't be having much fun skiing if there's no snow.
Do you know where she's staying?
Yeah, but there's no phone up there.
I'll stand guard while you send the telegram.
Hey, Mom, listen to this.
That's Snowcrest Lodge? That's right, Miss Connie Edwards. A straight telegram, please.
And what is the message?
The message is just help. H-E-L-P with an exclamation point.
You're allowed 10 words.
Oh, well, let's see.
How about help, 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 help?
David, is that you?
Yeah.
You mean you were listening?
Well, I didn't intend to. I picked up the phone to send Connie a wire, too.
You mean you asked her to come back?
Yeah. I hope you don't mind, honey, but I want you for my wife, not my secretary. I love you.
Oh, David, I love you, too.
Love you, too. That comes to 55 words, sir. Wouldn't you rather make that a night letter?
I canceled all that last part. I meant that last part, honey. That is, I didn't mean you, operator. I was talking to my wife.
Worked out very nicely, didn't it?
My name is Parker Doodle. This is my friend, Dipsy Doodle. He looks terrible. Full of skips, smudges, goops. Looks like he was drawn with an ordinary ballpoint. I was drawn with a new Parker T-ball jotter. Only ball pen with stainless steel. Look, the Parker T-ball now rolls in a stainless steel socket that wears longer, so it writes better longer. Stainless steel gives you a clean, clear line. No smudges, skips, or goops. Writes up to 80,000 words without a refill. The Parker T-ball tip comes in 4-point sizes. Be sure your favorite student takes a Parker jotter back to school. Parker guarantees your jotter with stainless steel to write 1 full year, or send in the empty refill, get a new refill free. Still, only $1.98 at your dealer's jotter display.
Get the jotter made by Parker now with stainless steel.
Tonight's Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet was brought to you by your gas company.
Which helps you live modern for less with gas.
That's what we Nelsons do.